good evening, Prakash and Piyush.
Very good evening.
We are not going to have Aluelu, so this is what it is. So the objective of this call is we will discuss those three top entrepreneurial skills that you said have made you a better entrepreneur. And
Right.
whatever you put it in the group, same thing we are going to discuss today. Aluelu is not going to be there, so it is between you two. So we can use the all full 1 hour, or we can cut short by 15 minutes or so. That I leave it to you guys. So the format in which the way it goes is that whatever you have put it in the group, those 3 or 4 or 2, whatever numbers that you have put as top 3 entrepreneurial skills,
Yes, sir.
please give an explanation in terms of your own experiences, how you you felt that these are very important. So share your own experiences. And then what we will do is we will also do before that a small introduction, so you know Prakash knows you, Piyush.
Yes, sir.
So we will do an introduction like that, so both of you know each other, Prakash and Piyush. So that's how we will do it. Is it okay?
Perfect, sir.
Perfect. Okay. So I will leave it to Prakash to do his introduction. So you can take a minute or so in introducing yourself. And once Prakash does, Piyush, you can go ahead and introduce yourself in a minute or so. Okay.
So, very good evening, gentlemen. My name is Prakash Jayaraman. I come from about 26 years of marketing experience. Early 1995, I started my career into pharma industry as a medical representative. Worked with Cadila Group and then Glaxo India Limited that time, and now it's known as GSK. And then 2003 onwards, I'm an entrepreneur and been into home loan and personal loan selling. I have my own code with different banks. And in 2016, I have started making a career into a passionate life of recruitment. It's been there in the last 2 decades. I've been referring people, but then I thought I'll make it as a profession. So started my endeavor into recruitment as well. Now presently, last 5 years, I'm into recruitment predominantly, and my membership in BNI is also with recruitment only. So parallelly, I work into 3 different sectors of life. One, home loans and mortgages, anything pertaining to property and loans, I'm there. And number 2 is the real estate segment, where I serve only my clients of home loans and my own friend circle. And then the third is the major one, the recruitment. I have an office at Madhapur near Raheja. I have about 7-member recruiters team, and we have even our US staffing team as well. About 7 people are working in the night, but of late we have reduced to 3 because we have made them to work on contract. So this is about me. My clientele, majorly self-employed individuals, the salaried segment, the high salaried bracket guys, and most of them are NRIs as well.
Thanks.
And I met Harsha sir in BNI meetings and been referred to Harsha sir by Dheeraj, the great. So thanks to him. And I've been following Harsha sir's every article or every blog, whatever he writes. I'm a strong follower of Harsha sir. That's about me.
So my name is Piyush, and you and me started our career with the same pharma industry. So I'm a B.Pharm graduate, and we had a family business of pharmaceuticals formulations. So we were manufacturing tablets, capsules, and stuff. And then I moved. So I have a very unstable career. That is why I'm sitting with Harsha sir to stabilize myself. So then I moved into automobile industry, and from automobile industry I moved into travel industry. From travel industry I got into import exports, and then finally when I joined BNI I got into security services, CCTVs, biometrics, and stuff. So after from last then currently I'm doing PMCs for projects with my experience of CCTV, the database which I built, clients and everything. I started supplying them a lot, all the requirements they had. So now I'm majorly doing PMC for them. So That's
When,
like
when you when you mean when you say PMC, what exactly it means?
the project management consultation, sir. So
Consult.
basically, whatever requirement they have. So I have my architects, interior designers, and direct clients. Whenever they're constructing anything or maybe doing their interiors, so they consult me for their requirements, and I get them vendors. I connect them vendors or do their installation work and all that. Execute the work for them. Also, we are also manufacturing safety boots now. So that is something I've just started 6 months back. So
No,
we're
what,
doing
leather boots?
manufacturing in leather boots, the steel toe boots, which are used in industries.
Correct, correct.
Yeah. So the manufacturing is happening in Kanpur, and we from there we are doing a direct distribution all over India.
Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Wonderful. Great. So let me show you what you guys have written in the group, so that way we can pick it up. So Piyush, you have written as improvisation,
Market
and
research.
market research, financial management. So market research and financial management. Okay. And Prakash, you're there only, no? You have written. Love the work, live the work, and discipline growth. Okay. So it is love work, okay, live work, and discipline the growth. Okay. So what we will do is that we will want you to, I'm sure you must have taken down notes. If you want, I can put it back again whenever you want. It is not a problem. So we will start with Prakash Jayaraman. So you can tell Prakash what you actually mean by these three things. I'm removing the screen. I will put our own faces up so it becomes easy for you to look at us and speak. So you can take a good 15 minutes or so to speak.
It's a huge time for me because I haven't been.
Yeah, you take whatever time. We'll ask you questions, so don't worry.
This is purely my observation of life and business, or even while working as an employee also. Unless until I love to do the thing, I'll not be able to excel in this or perform better. So right since my medical rep days, I've been a performer. Even if you go into my college days also, I was been performing only, whether it is sports, arts, or in education, academics. So I was not a last bench. So it has become like a hobby kind of a thing to learn better so that you execute better. So that is when while you're learning better, you love the thing. Unless until you don't have affinity towards it, you will never be able to perform. For example, my father was behind me to learn the computer courses during my graduation. I went and fell in love with a girl rather than with computers. So it's not my cup of tea. I couldn't take that COBOL or Sybase or your Fox Pros. No, it was not of my. But my brother became a tutor in that, and he became a software engineer now. So that was his way of looking into things. I'm a pharma guy kind of thing, and I'm a science graduate. I want to become actually a doctor. So anything pertaining to health, or you talk about anybody, even now also my own chapter members have got health products. I get some affinity. Let us know it more. So unless even now recruitment, for example, the present bread and butter for me, I really love helping people to get their desired job. I go an extra mile for that. I go and talk to MDs. I have a guy, this the attributes. Why don't you check with me? This is what my present routine. I get into that more of times than my recruiters does. No, the Naukri, they go into the sourcing, searching, scouting. I don't do all that. I talk to people, I understand them, and then I fit them into a right place. That's my love towards that particular kind of a work. See, that's not only work, however. Recruitment has a huge cycle, but I fit only there. I don't do much. And anytime if I am doing an interview also, I don't have the routine questions. I have different set of questions. which is certainly useful only for the daily routine of that particular employee. Whether I'm doing a recruiter job requirement, interview or a marketing or operations, I design my questions then and there. I don't prepare anything. But those questions are certainly apt to the situation so that the guy who has come to attend the interview will find it interesting. I make them a little comfortable first. So that's how I excelled in recruitment as well, though it was my passion when I started, but now I'm really enjoying it. That's how I can say when the first list of my skill list, whatever Harsha sir asked is love. Unless until you have love towards your work, you can never be able to perform better. When I say live, loving is not enough. Once you love it, you better live it. मैं रिक्रूटमेंट करता हूँ बोल के मैं मॉरिशस में नहीं जा सकता. I cannot go and play cricket, leaving my job. I cannot go hang around in pubs and all. You need to have the particular stipulated time frame to complete the tasks what you have taken. First, respect them. Suppose, for example, yesterday I have received a recruitment requirement. Till evening, I was behind the customer to send me the job description so that I can put the work onto the boys. Around 7:30 the JD has come. Boys assumed 6:30 cut off time हो गया, कल सुबह मिलेंगे boss, कुछ नहीं होता. 8:30 बजे Zoom call लगाओ. 8:30 onwards till 9:15 I was explaining them how to source this particular requirement. And then I said, you guys can leave, tomorrow onwards you work. So that is where I actually score, because I'm behind my boys with love only. However, I don't force them, I don't punish them if they don't perform also, but I live it. I live it to the extent where my customer should not come back and claim iGlobus did not serve me in this particular aspect. It's a very rare occasion we get that kind of claims. And the last one is very, very crucial and very important one. I discipline the growth. See, today we have a capacity to have about 50 recruiters also in the office. We are growing now. So when I have enough work, suppose for example, I have only about 20 clients to work with, I don't need 50 recruiters. My bank balance might be bulged to pay them, but I don't need. I need only 7 to 15 people who can cater these requirements. So I discipline my resources in such a way that the growth is slow, steady, but continuous. Today, if Microsoft asks me to give 1,000 people in 1 month's time, no, I cannot take that order. Out of 1,000, I'll say I can give you 100. That I can try. 1,000 is impossible. I cannot do with the kind of resources what I have in hand. I'll not be able to. So I discipline my growth so that I have peace also back home. So these are the three important things which made me a pleasant life.
So what you're basically, are you saying that growth will be tapered, or you don't allow the growth to happen all of a sudden? You want it to be done in a...
Sustaining all of a sudden growth will be very tough. You need to get into a different routine when you take that particular kind of a growth. You need to dedicate a lot of your time to the business what you are into, which is not my nature of doing business. As a human being, as a character, I don't go into a sudden growth. It's been 24 years I'm observing myself, which I haven't taken. While doing one second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my son was helping me to get a cup of tea, so he forgot to switch off the gas stove. So during the long period also, like 2004 to 2008 was the peak in Hyderabad. The hype in the real estate market was so good, but we were doing about 3 to 4 crores. That time ticket size was 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 50 lakhs, not beyond it. Well, the property 2 BHK, 3 BHK or independent villa, it was not beyond 50 lakhs in Secunderabad side. So we used to do about 3 crore, but 25, 35s running around was there. But 3 crore, 2 crore was counted as number 1, number 2 performance in that particular respective bank. So we were happy. Slowly, the market has grown, and today, even if you perform 20 crore also, there is nobody in the bank to tap you. अरे सभाष प्रकाश बोलने वाला कोई भी नहीं, because it's so materialistic in the market. There are DSAs who does about 150 crores also in a month. We do about 10-15 crores. We are good. So I'm not made for that. That's what I mean.
Yeah, makes sense actually. Makes sense. Not many people like to. Adi, there is a saying in Telugu, Piyush, I don't know, even you may be knowing Telugu. చిన్నగా పెట్టుకుంటే పనికి వస్తుంది, పెద్దగా పెట్టుకుంటే ఊరికి పనికి వస్తుంది. Okay, so if you keep your business small, it will work for you. If you keep it very big, then it will be serving the entire community. It's not only for you, but it is for the entire community. Anyway, but basically what you are saying is you are more interested in manageable growth rather than working so hard and becoming mad every day, to make it big. It may not happen. You may burn your resources, all resources, financial resources, mental.
I meant it.
Everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Doesn't deserve to be so much. That's what you're saying.
Right, sir.
Okay, makes sense. Yes, Piyush, you are. Shall I put the screen on, or you already have it?
I have it, sir. Improvisation, market research, and financial management.
Very good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So basically, I'm a very like how Prakash sir works. I also work with the passion of doing things which I love. So that's the reason why I don't have a stable business. So what I do is I do a lot of market research, and whatever I like and I feel is doing good for the market, now I kind of jump into that. And that's how I say improvisation that is my improvisation part, wherein whatever I feel is good in the market right now, because I'm not into an industry wherein I build a factory and I have to stick to it. I'm more of a freelance entrepreneur, and so I'm very flexible to do whatever I wish I can do. So the only thing which restrains me is my market research and financial management. So whatever I want to do, I first do a market research on that product, and then I definitely work out on finances. How much can I invest on it? How much should I utilize my funds on that product? And then I start working out on it. So that's how my career has always been. So like I started my major longest duration I worked was in automobile industry. In automobile industry also I was working as a market research. So I was working for a company called Dr. Car. So when I joined Dr. Car, they were doing about 50 cars per month. When I left Dr. Car, they were doing about 600 cars per month. So that's the kind of input I had given in the company. So that's like market research and all that. I've been doing it very strongly. Then I went into travel industry. So travel industry also we did the same thing. Why do domestic tickets or international tickets? So we targeted CEOs of the companies. And at one point of time, almost all the companies' business class and first class tickets were done by us. And economy, we were not bothered because anybody can do an economy ticket. So that's what I did in my travel industry. After that, I got into import exports, and I was importing all the latest gadgets. That's again doing a market research. Okay, what are the things what Indian market requires? What are the things which are not there in the Indian market? And I used to import them from China, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, different places, different products. And I did that for quite a long time. And then I realized that my financial part was not strong enough to do marketing for those products. So I was getting the products in the market, but I was not able to sell them because I didn't have resources to market them properly. So then I stopped that business, and then I got into BNI and I joined CCTV and security solutions. So that was again a very learning process, because that's a technology driven business. So I used to learn every day. So my whole idea of whatever I do, I first learn that thing properly, thoroughly, and then I get into that market. See, tomorrow if my employee leaves the company, even I can go and attend my client and do that work. That is how I work. So CCTV was a huge market, biometrics. There are a lot of things which come under CCTV. So that again, I did innovatively. I kind of was one of the first person in Hyderabad who was doing Wi-Fi cameras. In 2014-15, I got Wi-Fi cameras and nobody wanted them in Hyderabad at that time. Today, everybody is asking for Wi-Fi cameras. Nobody wants wired cameras. So that kind of market research, innovation, that's something I love, doing it by heart, passion. But then I realized CCTV market is not doing good. I mean, it's a very saturated market. So all my experience of last 10 years and all, whatever clients I had, I started again did an improvisation on that by sourcing them all the products they needed. I had already built my relationship. People were happy with my service. My clients were calling me for my service. So when I knew that they are happy with my service, I can pitch in whatever I want, and they will take my service. So using that, I started doing PMC. So my major clients, bigger clients were all builders, architects, and interior designers. So they used to give me regular business in CCTV. So I started approaching them, and now quite a lot of them are actually using my services for their PMCs, even though they can directly go to a OEM, because they're doing big projects. They can directly the manufacturer, they can contact the manufacturers, but they like it going through me because I give them that service and that comfort zone. So that is how I work, and that is all my improvisation, market research, and financial management. So then again, I realized that there's another business which I recently started was safety shoes. Safety shoes is a very big market today. All the industries, especially pharma industry, it is mandatory to wear safety shoes. Basically, in any industry today, it is actually mandatory to wear. Where people don't follow the norms, that's a different story. But anybody, if you're lifting anything more than 20 kgs or 15 kgs in your company, you have to wear safety shoes. So there was this company in Kanpur which was into exports, and they did a big project for Honeywell, and then they didn't know what to do with the resources. The project got over, and they had the machinery lying idle. So I approached them, and now we are manufacturing safety shoes with them, and we are trying to build up a market all over India through distributor channel and stuff. Plus, a PMC is happening, which is more fun, because my thing is I like doing new things. I like to learn a lot of things. I cannot stick to one thing and keep doing it every day. So I keep researching and working out on different things. So that's how I cover my 3 points. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay. So these are some questions which for me to understand better. So improvisation is if you already have a product.
Yes. Sorry, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
No, you continue, sir.
नहीं तुम बोलो ना, तुम्हारा माइंड में कुछ आया वो निकालो ना बाहर.
नहीं, it is more improvisation is product and client both. Basically, it's a particular kind of industry which I improvise on. If a client is looking, for example, if I'm approaching an architect and he's looking for CCTV cameras, when I go there, I ask him what all other requirement does he have. He would be requiring a carpenter, he would be requiring plywood, wallpapers, flooring, and painters and everything. So that improvising is more like approaching them with multiple products. Try to read the other person's mind, what he wants, and give them that service. And that spontaneously, if you like, you're sitting there in the office and he says, "Arey, wo cement wala samajh mein nahi aa raha kya karna hai." So you just immediately reply, "Sir, can I help you with the cement person?" So it's both product and client based.
So what you're basically saying is that get the requirements of the customer and try to see if you can if you
Source
can
it
do
for,
that. You can do
give them that service.
because in PMC you may have some of those things which you can straight away do. There must be a
Okay.
lot of things that you can give the builders, right? That's what
Right.
is
So,
improvisation.
right. So it's here my strength is only service. Product really doesn't matter.
Yeah. So basically, it is not improvisation, but it is basically understanding what the customer wants and delivering them. Doing a
Yes.
very good analysis of customers' requirements. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
You're calling that improvisation. Am I right?
That is the part of improvisation. Improvisation was to get into how to apply it. Basically, in every product that customer requires, there are different things where, like, a customer would say, "I need marble." So instead of converting the customer from marble to maybe a granite or any other tile, I don't know. Will that be improvisation? I don't know.
No, don't worry about the word. You tell me what is your intent. I'm more interested in what you are saying. I'm not interested in words. Words we will
So
live.
basically, sometimes what happens is the client is very determined that, okay, I want this thing. And I know that I cannot source him that thing. So what I do is I kind of play with the mind of the client and convert him into another product which I can supply.
Okay. See, basically, okay. Because when we say improvisation, what it would basically mean is making something better.
That's better, right? Basically, when I feel the client is looking at something and I can provide something better to him, I convert him into that product.
Correct. No problem. Very good. I got the point. So you are saying you will understand the client requirement. If there is an area where you can help and you want the customer also to convert to that, you will help him make it better for him. Okay. So
yeah, only if it is better. Yeah, if the solution is better than what is actually looking.
Like, CCTV cameras, you said Wi-Fi cameras, which are like an improvisation.
Right.
Right. It is better services. Okay. And all the businesses that you have done market research, and based on the market research you've done. So when you switched from one business to another business, what did you have in mind? That it is difficult to sell, or you're making losses, or you felt now there is no market for me, now switch over? What is the reason for you to switch from business to business?
When I switch business, it is like when it becomes a routine, I change to another thing, sir. I cannot do the same thing every day.
Okay.
My mind keeps running around to learn new things. If I am doing the same thing every day, I kind of get bored. I cannot work out on the same thing every day.
Got it.
So it is not that the product is not selling. It is nothing bad with that business, but it's only that I have something new in my mind, and I feel I have explored that industry completely, and there's nothing more I can do in that industry. That's when I switch to something else.
Okay. When you switch to something else, you will keep the old business, or you will completely go out of that?
I slowly move out of it. It depends. Like, there are few clients which still call me for their cars. I mean, I've left automobile industry almost 10 years back. But now even today, people, when they want to buy a new car, they call me for their suggestions. So I do my research because that was my passion. Whenever there's a new car in the market, I kind of study. Even today, when there's a new car coming, I make sure that I learn about that car, which brand, what make, and
How much?
Similarly,
last question: How much of profit motto you have whenever you move from one business to another business? Is it more for profit? Yeah.
That is something I've never worked on, sir. That is something that I've never worked on. Like, I have enough money to take care of myself, my family, my requirements. I'm happy with it. My investments are happening. I'm happy with it. I don't have a passion to, switch to something else, from this level to another level.
Yeah.
Like, whatever is happening, I'm flowing with the life. I like to spend time with my family. I like today you told me, Piyush, we have to be there at 4 o'clock. I had a meeting. I was on the site. I left the site in between and said I cannot do anything today. I'll come tomorrow. And at 2 o'clock I came home, freshened up, and I am ready 4 o'clock to meet you because there's something I want to do.
Correct, correct.
So yeah, so I like this flexibility. Like if I want to sleep, I turn off my phone and sleep. So that's something I cannot go out of my comfort zone.
I second Piyush on this. I'm also the same attribute. 2 o'clock, all shut down. No business calls, no work. Waiting for when it becomes 4 o'clock. I need to meet Harsha sir. Simple.
Wow.
So
Thank you.
I cannot go out of my comfort zone. Even if the client asks me something, like, even if the business wise, if there's a requirement where I can make a lot of money, but I feel that I have to really go out of my comfort zone, I kind of drop it.
One question that I want to ask you. See, what Dr. PMN says is there is something called, in our workshop, when we have talked about this, is that there is something called stress motivated and stress management. Stress motivated means, if you're able to absorb stress very well and then deliver what is required for that. Because, in an entrepreneur journey, you will definitely have pressures from all over the place for delivering things on time, delivering things beyond your own capabilities sometimes. They push you to get some result, right? So in situations like that, when you have to go out of comfort zone, I'm sure you may have delivered things which are like very difficult to do, but you have gone ahead and done it because customer wanted it. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you stay back in your comfort zone, what is the loss you will have on your business, or there is no loss at all?
Don't care about it actually, sir.
Huh?
Really speaking, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, no?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If I have to do something, I have to do it. Then if it is, see, it depends again on a relationship. Like, if there's a client who really wants me to be there and I've been working for a very long time with him, and all of a sudden, if he wants something, then I'll deliver it. But if if like a new requirement, a new client has come in and I have some other schedule in my mind, I would probably ask him to hold. Can you wait for a week or wait for a day if it's fine. It's more situational, I think.
Okay, got it. What do you have to say, Prakash? You understood what I am asking?
No, you said stress motivated or stress managed.
Correct. If you manage stress, then you say, okay, don't worry, I'll do it next time. Stress motivation means the stress will motivate you to do it. Like, you are till the last minute, okay, call is at 4 o'clock, till 4 o'clock, let me finish this off.
I'm a planned guy. I don't do that. Whether it is a meeting or a call, suppose Harsha sir asked me to come to Sarvagya's office, I will be there by 3:45, not at 4 o'clock. So I'm little planned. I go to cricket match every week. 6:30 is the match.
So you're saying if you're planned, then you don't have these last minute surprises. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly. Whether it is work or home, I don't take surprises because I don't like that. Somebody is waiting for me on time management, and somebody is expecting me to complete the task. These are all the time stipulated things which are in our own control, which we can do. So I don't give it on market situations like traffic, both there ho gaya. No, I don't blame on all these things. I try to be there ahead of time. And at the workplace also, I teach my people, I train the guys, my recruiters particularly. Don't wait till the call comes from the client. If you have to complete the task by Saturday 4 o'clock, you better call Friday evening and tell sir it is not happening tomorrow. We apologize, but we complete it by Monday.
Got it.
Be a little proactive on these things.
So if we are proactive, if we plan very well, things will be in our control. So we can do
Right.
things as per our schedule. That's what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yes, sir. I believe in that.
I think,
And
sir, it depends profession to profession. I'm not sure if that works out in my profession today, because, like suppose I have to deliver a product today, maybe, some installation is happening and I have to finish it today. Last moment, the carpenter says the drill machine has stopped working. I cannot plan it immediately. So it is like a spontaneous thing. Now, what do I do right now? At 6 o'clock in the evening, if he says, sir, आधे घंटे का काम बचा है, लेकिन drill machine has stopped working. So I cannot plan out.
correct. No, even my work is also like that. If I'm in a meeting, you can't have me in two meetings. You have to
Right.
wait for me.
Wait for it.
Like
Yes, sir.
you go to a doctor, वो patient होने के बाद तुम्हारा number आएगा ना. It can't be like you will see two patients at one time. Can't operate two people at one time.
You're Harsha, not Krishna.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think sounds good. So I will try to sum up what you guys have said. So I'll start with Prakash. So what you have said, how I understood it is that anything that you want to do, first you have to love it. If you don't love it, you won't be able to do it. Okay. And if you love your work, then the opportunity that you would do is that you will learn it better so that you will execute it better. Okay, that love will create that interest in you to learn something about it. Okay, so that is one aspect. And without love, it is very difficult to learn anything. It is very difficult to do your work. So that is one aspect. Second aspect is live it. So just loving it and not doing anything about it is, it's like gaining knowledge but not putting it to action.
No, it's like marrying a girl and then not performing anything in home.
Exactly. So live it. So live it, live the work, fulfill the commitments. Basically, if you live it, you will be able to fulfill customer commitments. You'll be able to engage with people very well. Those kinds of things, right? And then disciplined growth. What you basically said is that you don't believe that sudden growth has to be planned. It has to come in a nice organic manner. Sudden growths can always cause a lot of disturbance. It can cause resource related disturbance, unnecessary rushing and all that. So it will burn resources rather than doing anything. Is it correct?
I agree with you, sir.
Yeah. And then finally, you have also said about plan well so that things will be under our control rather than taking surprises. Okay.
That is about the stress part of it.
The stress part of it, yeah. The stress part of it. And then coming to you, sir, Piyush.
Yes, sir.
Improvisation is. I have a little bit of concern with that word, improvisation. But but I understood your meaning. Your meaning is what the customer wants, what is best for the customer. You will try to take the customer there, explain it to him. This is what is doable, and you deliver that. Okay. And you also see how you can pitch in, do your business so that it increases your business opportunity, right? It also increases your business opportunity. It also does something good to the customer. So there are two things in it. Customer benefits, you also benefit.
Yeah, I build up my portfolio slowly.
Yeah. So it is like a win-win type of a situation.
Right.
Okay. And then any business whatever business that you have done so far, you have researched the market. You found out information about what is this product, where I can sell, all those things on every product that you have done, import, export, or whatever. You have done that, brought it from different countries, and then you sold it. So the whole idea is market research and your ability to see what is the investment required to buy this and sell it. Okay.
Right.
And so that is what it is. You always want something exciting, new, and all that. A reason why you have not stayed in one business but did multiple businesses. Okay. then you can't go out of the comfort zone. But at the same time, it is not that you can't go. You can if you want to. If something has to be delivered, you will go and do it.
Right.
But it's more to have a planned environment rather than a planned life, rather than rushing it through.
Rushing. Yes. Agree.
Right? Okay. Very good. Sounds good. Any questions you have? We are kind of done. If we had the other lady also, we could have properly finished it by 5 o'clock, but we are ahead of time. We are done. So what I will do now is that I will put all these things, whatever you people have told me, in a chart. I'll try to make it simpler. And then I will say towards each one of them what PMN said and what Harsha said. In the workshop, we came up with our own tools, right?
Right.
So are they matching or not matching, that I will come up with. And then the whole idea is to make this, whatever we have compiled, present it to you in the next meeting. So maybe 2 weeks down the line, we will have this meeting in that I will present all of these things because what will happen is things that you people have said, if you there are some which you can group them. So I have 80 of them. It won't be 80. I'm sure it will be 10 or maybe 12 at the most. So I'll group all of them. Right. And then present it. In the morning, I was talking, all of them use different words, but what they mean is networking and relationships.
Right.
Actually, they mean networking and relationships, but they use different words. So what I will do, so I'll club all of them together and then present it, maybe 1 hour this thing. And after that, we will do a lot of interviews because one of the things our group has, the problem our group has is nobody interacts with the other person. We don't know who and all is there in our group.
Totally agree, sir.
Okay, so first of all, we should get to know each other.
If you have invited the Piyush like this, without his name introduction to me, I would have said, hi, our capital chapter, the gentleman is there, no? Akula. What is his name? Akula? Krishna. I would have been, hi, Krishna. Because Piyush's face resembles Krishna's face, suddenly if you see.
Oh, really?
So I would have said, hi, Krishna. So people in our group, certainly, yes, we don't know each other. That's true.
Hey, we should know each other because that will give us some bit of, at least you can pick up a phone and then talk. It becomes easier. For manpower, if you need, you can call Prakash. You need some PMC work, you can call Piyush. You should know each other like that. At least for
that Excel you made was really nice.
Yeah.
Though I never used it by it saved Excel. Remember you made an Excel with all the members and they work.
Yeah, only 35 have responded to that.
So I have that Excel saved.
I could have put everybody's name. I have everybody's telephone numbers, everybody's emails. I know where and all they work. I wanted them to volunteer. Okay, so that's how.